The world needs to know about the natural cancer remedies that have the ability to help people's cancer. I'm going to show you what you can do to better educate yourself on mistletoe therapy and how many benefits it truly has. Cancer affects so many people worldwide every single day, and I'm sure you even know somebody who's been affected by cancer. It's sad that we still have no cure for this awful disease, but in the meantime, we need to find and educate ourselves on newer treatment options. That is why I'm going to inform you today about this newer medicine called mistletoe and how people are using it to help with their cancer. Back in 2014, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was such an awful time just constantly worrying about her. But when my mom heard about this new medicine called mistletoe, she decided to take the more natural approach before doing chemotherapy. My mother's experience with this medicine was life-changing and very successful. So today, I am going to tell you what you can do. What is mistletoe? And can I use it instead of chemo? When someone is diagnosed with cancer, usually the first thing they talk about is starting their chemo treatment. Well, mistletoe is a plant that is native in Europe and Western Asia, and its medical uses date all the way back to the ancient civilizations. Mistletoe is usually taken as an injection or an IV drip, and it contains viscotoxins that attack only the cancer cells and not the good, healthy cells. It can actually cause some harmless localized inflammation or itching, but that is totally normal according to the Rodan Clinic in 2020. A problem you may be wondering with this is that since there are so many people out there who try this traditional chemotherapy medicine, and usually it doesn't work, they don't think that there's any other options, but this is an option. One thing you can do to find out more information about these new natural cancer remedies is by talking to your doctor about them. Chances are that they know some information about it and they can reach out to other doctors and do more research about it. Another problem is that a lot of people don't even know that this medicine exists and that it can be so easily accessible to you. The first thing you can do to find mistletoe medicine out there is by looking up mistletoe medicine providers. You will then want to research the credentials of the providers, and you will need to find someone, preferably a doctor, who is also certified in holistic therapy. My mother used Dr. Peter Hindenburger, who is also the owner of Ruscombe Community Health Center. A problem you may be wondering is, since this medicine is not FDA approved in the United States, is it more difficult to get? Actually, no. There are plenty of websites that have a lot of information on this new treatment. You can go to www.ruscombe.org/practitioners/Peter-Hindenburger/ and contact them to get more information about it and start your treatment. The price. A lot of people struggle with medical bills when it comes to cancer and other diseases. Healthcare is most certainly not cheap, and it can take a toll on a family. Chemotherapy can be extremely expensive and range anywhere between $1,000 to $12,000 for just 1 month. Mistletoe is a much more affordable option, and for some people, it could be just as beneficial as chemotherapy. One problem with this, though, is that some people, since they do end up paying thousands upon thousands of dollars in chemotherapy, they never can get financially stable again. The solution to that is that mistletoe only costs around $200 to $400 a month. The only downside to this is that since it is not FDA approved, it cannot be covered by insurances. According to the Rodan Clinic in December of 2020, the initial kit cost around $685, but monthly treatments after that only cost around $200 to $400. My mom paid $250 a month, which is a pretty good average between the two. Taking everything I said today into account, why not try this medicine? Mistletoe is a medicine used to help with cancer patients and is one of the most widely studied alternative medicines. Not enough people out there know that mistletoe is even a thing and that it can be so easily accessible to them. There are so many different websites out there that are waiting for you to read them and learn more new things about this treatment. Another problem is that people don't know where they can get this medicine. The first step to starting your mistletoe therapy is finding a doctor who is also certified in holistic therapy. Another problem people may worry about is the expense, but as we've talked about, it is significantly cheaper than chemotherapy. This medicine and lifestyle changes made a huge impact for my mother and my whole family. Without this medicine, my mother would have done chemotherapy, which takes such a large toll on the body, and I am forever grateful that she did not have to go through that. Mistletoe therapy can save so many lives, and we all need to do our part by spreading the word and educating ourselves on this. So that's now where I challenge you to reach out to someone you know who has cancer or may have had cancer and to tell them about mistletoe and educate them about it.